A massive Russian missile attack on at least 6 cities across Ukraine killed at least 2 people and left more than 20 others wounded Thursday night, Ukrainian officials said. Ukrenergo, the country's electrical grid operator, said on social media that the missile barrage was Russia's first successful attack targeting energy facilities in months, and it reported partial blackouts in 5 different regions across the country. Tonight, Russia launched a massive attack on Ukraine, Deputy Head of Ukraine's presidential office Alexei Kuleba said, warning that difficult months are ahead for the country as Russia will attack energy in critically important facilities. The strike came as Ukraine's frigid winter months approach and just hours after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky cautioned at the United Nations General Assembly that Russian leader Vladimir Putin was not afraid of weaponizing nuclear power. Zelensky warned from the UN podium that if Russia is allowed to win the war in Ukraine, other countries will be next. The mass destruction is gaining momentum, he said. The aggressor is weaponizing many other things, and those things are used not only against our country, but against all of yours as well. One of those weapons, Zelensky said, is nuclear energy, and the greatest threat is at the sprawling Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in southern Ukraine, which has been occupied by Russian forces for more than a year. For several months, Ukraine's counteroffensive has been partly focused on liberating territory around the facility, amid fear that Moscow could deliberately cause a radiation leak there to use as a false pretext for further aggression. For 18 months, the ground around the massive complex, and even Europe's largest nuclear power plant itself, has repeatedly been targeted in missile and drone attacks. The clashes around the sensitive site have drawn dire warnings from the United Nations nuclear energy watchdog as engineers have had to regularly take its 6 reactors offline and rely on backup power to keep the plants safely cooled. Ukraine remains heavily dependent on nuclear energy. It has 3 other plants still under its direct control which, combined, power more than half the country. That makes them too important to shut down, despite the risks of Russian attacks. But until now, only Moscow was capable of providing fuel for Ukraine's Soviet-era nuclear reactors. So, as part of a wider strategy by Kyiv to sever any reliance on Russia, Ukraine partnered with the Pittsburgh-based company Westinghouse to develop its own fueling systems to power its plants. The first such system was installed this month at the Rivne plant. Welcome back. Thank you.